Hello dear student, welcome to this age group. In today's class, we'll discuss about the type of section in RCC structures. When we design a RCC structure, there are various type of sections generally occur in front of us, and we have to choose any a particular type of sections which is reliable and relevant for us. Okay, so let's start the class. If we go for design any kind of RCC structure with the limit state method, so there may be the possibility of three type of sections over there. Okay, the first one is balance section, second one is under reinforced section, and third one is over reinforced section. And the type of section basically bifurcated are uh, delivered from the amount of steel present over there, that particular type of section, how much percentage of steel, and with the variation of percentage of steel, the various type of sections are here. Okay, so we'll discuss here one by one all the three sections. So let's start with the first, the balance section. Balance section. The name itself indicate the meaning of that particular type of section. Balance section means the such amount of steel present in that particular type of section with the concrete when after the application of load, if we apply load on that particular type of section, the strain will occur on that particular section, and the strain will carried out by the materials present over here. So the strain will be carried out by concrete as well as steel. Okay, so at the initial stage, at the initial stage, few amount of strain will occur. Few amount of strain will occur on concrete, and the same amount of strain will occur on steel. The strain line for steel will be here. Strain line for steel will be here, which will pass through the center of steel. Okay, so some amount of strain will occur on steel also. Okay, with the passes of time and with the increasing the amount of load, the strain will increase accordingly, and a time will occur when the strain in concrete will reach at its ultimate value, that is 0.0035. And at the same time, when the strain in concrete will reach the value of 0.0035, which is the ultimate value for the concrete, the strain in steel will also reach its minimum value or minimum decided value by the code, and the value is equal to 0.002 plus 0.87 Fy divided by Es. That is the minimum value of strain in steel, which has been set by the code, IS code. So in that particular type of section, when the strain in concrete is 0.0035, which is its ultimate value of strain, the strain in steel will also be equal to its indicated minimum or nominal value, which is equal to 0.002 plus 0.87 Fy divided by Es. Okay, so and that is a critical section, because when the concrete reaches its ultimate value, the failure of concrete will start. As concrete is a brittle material, there will no any kind of sign or warning for the failure, and the structure will collapse suddenly without any warning. So that is the critical section, and balance section also called as critical section. And we do not use that particular type of section in our structure. Okay, and that depth is called depth of neutral axis. And in the case of balance section, the depth is denoted by axial limit, limiting depth of neutral axis. In the case of balance section, the depth of neutral axis is called limiting depth of neutral axis. Okay, so axial is equal to axial limit. Then the second one is under reinforced section. Again, the name is showing indicating its nature. Under reinforced section. Under reinforced section means the amount of steel on that particular type of section is less as compared to the balance section. The amount of steel what we have used in balance section has been reduced here, and the amount of concrete is itself increased as compared to the balance section. So what will happen here when we apply the load in our section? So after the application of load, the strain will occur on both the material. And if we see the stress strain profile of the section, if we check the stress strain profile of the section, okay. So at the initial stage, few amount of strain will occur on concrete and the few amount of strain will occur on steel. Okay. With the passage of time and increasing the magnitude of load, the strain will increase itself, and a time will occur when the strain in steel will reach its minimum value, which is 0.002 plus 0.87 Fy divided by Es. Limiting value or minimum value steel will gain. Okay, and the ultimate value of concrete is still not occurred. Okay, steel can take more strain still, and with the passage of time, and remember that the limiting value is not maximum value in steel, that is the minimum value. That means the steel can take more strain still. Okay, so with the increasing the magnitude of load, the strain will also increase on both the material, and a time will occur when the strain in concrete will be equal to its ultimate value, that is 0.0035. And at that particular time, the strain in steel will be greater than here. The strain is equal to the minimum value, but when the strain in concrete is 0.0035, the strain in steel will be greater than that particular value. The strain at that particular point will be greater by that value. Okay, so what does it mean? What does it show here? If steel gain its minimum limiting strain from that particular point, we will gain we will provided a sign in terms of deflection, warning sign. Okay, a warning sign will we will get here in the in the form of deflection. So that is a section where we get the warning sign before the failure. Ultimately failure will occur because of the concrete. Okay, in any type of section, the ultimately section will fail due to the failure of concrete. Okay, so here before the failure of concrete, we get the sign, warning sign in terms of deflection. Okay, so that is the that type of section is called under reinforced section, and here the depth of neutral axis is less than XU limit. In the case of balance section, the depth of neutral axis is less than XU limit. Okay, and the deflection is more here. Okay, if you notice the rotation angle, that particular type of rotation angle basically indicate the amount of deflection. That rotational angle will be more, and that will show that there is a lot amount of deflection will occur on that particular type of section. Okay, and the third one is over reinforced section. Again, by its name, over reinforced section, the amount of steel as compared to the balance section is more here. Okay, and if we increase the amount of steel, that means the amount of concrete is reduced. And what will happen by doing that? So here also we have steel in bottom zone, and if we check the strength profile of that particular section, so what will we get here? That is the strength line for steel. Okay, so if here we increase we apply the load on that particular type of section, what will happen? Strain will occur on concrete and strain will occur on steel also. Okay, and remember here the amount of concrete is being reduced as compared to the balance section. That means the amount of steel is being increased. Okay, so the material which is less, the strain ultimate strain will occur on that particular type of material first. Okay, so the some amount of strain will occur on concrete and some amount of strain will occur on steel. If we increase the amount of load, the strain increases on both the material, but the strain in concrete reaches its ultimate value because the amount of concrete is less here. So at that particular time, the strain is 0.0035, which is the ultimate strength for the concrete. And after that particular time, the concrete will collapse without any warning. Okay. But at the same time, when the concrete gain its ultimate strength, the strain in steel is less than its minimum value, 0.002 plus 0.87 Fy. Okay. And still the minimum value will occur further after a few times. Okay. But uh, it will not useful for us, because when the steel will gain its minimum strength, the concrete will already collapse, have been already collapsed. Okay. So that type of section where the amount of steel is more as compared to the balance section, that type of section is called over reinforced section. And here the ultimate failure again will occur due to the failure of concrete, but here we don't get any kind of warning sign before the failure in the form of deflection or deformation. Okay. So that is the strength profile of over reinforced section. The minimum value of strain in steel will occur at that particular time of place, type of place. Okay. And the depth of the neutral axis in the case of over reinforced section will be greater than the limiting depth of neutral axis. Why it is happening, how the depths are variable, we can understand the concept very easily here. Suppose we have a beam section. Here are the steels. That is the steel line. Here is the neutral axis. Neutral axis. Okay. And if we plot or draw the strength profile of the section, first of all, if we talk about balance section. In balance section, suppose this is the ultimate strain in concrete, 0.0035, and this is the minimum strain in steel, that is 0.002 plus 0.87 Fy divided by Es. If we talk about balance section, in balance section, both the strain will occur at the same time. Okay, that particular depth of neutral axis for balance section, that is XU limit. And if we talk about the under reinforced section, in under reinforced section, if concrete gain its ultimate strain, the strain in steel is over there more than its minimum value. So if we draw the strength profile, that will be the strength profile for the over reinforced section, and here the depth of neutral axis is that value, which is less than the XU limit. That is the XU for under reinforced. UND means under reinforced. And if we talk about the over reinforced section, in the case of overrun section, when the strain in concrete is 0.0035, the strain in steel is less than its minimum value. That means the profile will be like that. Okay. And the strain in that particular point of steel will be less than the designed value. Okay. At that case, the depth of neutral axis will be that value. That is XU for over reinforced section. So here we can check very easily in a very simple way that the XU for under reinforced section is less than the XU limit, and XU for over reinforced section is more than the XU limit. Here we can also check how the deflection or deformation is more in other variable in various type of sections. If we talk about the balance section, for balance section, that will be the rotation. Okay. If we talk about the sorry If we talk about the under reinforced section, that will be the rotation. And if we talk about the over reinforced section, that will be the rotation. So here, theta 1 for the balance section, theta 2 for the under reinforced, and theta 3 for the over reinforced section. You can check here, the maximum value of angle is theta 2. Okay. And the maximum value of rotation indicates the maximum amount of deformation. So basically, these three type of sections generally occur in the design at the time of designing the RCC structure, and we adopt under reinforced section for our design. Okay, because that shows the failure in ductile nature, and if the failure is in ductile nature, we get sufficient amount of warning before the failure. Even if we talk about the balance section and over reinforced section, there is no any sign of failure warning sign before the collapse. So that's all for the today. Thank you.